it is Tuesday and I am headed to get some lab or blood work done. And that is going to be the topic of my conversation because I recently did get the vid. Ugh, it was annoying. And yes, that does impede on my prep a little bit, but I felt like that was a perfect opportunity for us to talk about what to do when you have a long hiatus from the gym. And I'm really excited about it because I know it might seem discouraging, it might be frustrating, but it's important for us to talk about. So the first thing to think about is give yourself grace. Whether the long hiatus was because of an illness, a sickness, an injury, maybe life got in the way, whatever that case may be, there was a reason why you fell off. And while you can't take that time back, allow yourself to have grace and don't beat yourself up into a hole to the point of you saying, okay, well, what's the point if I start again? What is the point? Or like, why did I do this? And then you start having all this self-sabotage and negative self-doubt, which we don't want. You don't need that. We don't need that. It's okay. Let's take this new chapter and frickin' run with it, okay? Okay. Sounds good. So I'm gonna get to my lab destination. I'll show you a little bit of that, and then we'll get into number 2. Okay, so that didn't go as planned, but it's okay. I am leaving HEB, just got some gas, and then got Eli some milk. Not milk. He got bread and eggs. We got him milk yesterday. But anyways, so that brings us to number 2. And number 2 is lean on the habits that you already created or the plans that you've already made. So maybe that was you had already set up a workout plan. Go back to it. Or maybe you knew that you are keeping your mighty mitts, which is something I will talk to you a little bit about later, and I will put it down here. It's a little acronym that I decided to make, and I want to start talking about it in every single video. I'm gonna make a cute little graphic because I feel like it would be awesome to do thick and thin mitts instead of thin mints. But yeah, anyways, so utilize the plans and utilize the habits that you already created. Number 3 is go out and do something fun. So I mean, I personally think that going to the gym and lifting weights is fun, but that isn't everybody's jive or jam, you know, and that's okay. But maybe you like rollerblading. Maybe you like bowling. Maybe you like walking around at the mall with your friends. Maybe it is going out for a swim, or paddleboarding, or SUP. I guess SUP is the same thing as paddleboarding. But doing those fun things to get your body moving and active again, that's gonna help you get back into the groove of things. And in our next video, actually, in 2 videos from now actually, so next Wednesday, I will be talking about fun ways to burn calories without necessarily going into the gym. And I think that'll be fun, right? Right. Yeah, I'm super excited. I have been doing so much thinking and like processing since I did get sick with COVID, I couldn't physically do as much, and that was stressful for me, but at the same time it allowed me to think about things differently and everything. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. So yeah, just going back. 1, give yourself grace. 2, go back to your plan or lean on your habits. 3, do something fun. Get out there, go and have a blast. And since I'm driving and I'm already thinking about it, number 4 would be to reevaluate your goals and reassess them. Make sure that your goals are still aligned with the plans that you've already set. And maybe we need to do some readjusting. Maybe the fact that you couldn't move and you couldn't do anything and you couldn't eat because you were sick or whatever, insert reason here, maybe that meant you lost muscle or weight or something that you didn't necessarily want to lose, and then now you have to gain that back. That's typically more of a, like, somebody that's trying to get more, like, muscular. But that is something to kind of, like, think about. So maybe that means that you have to go into, like, a little mini bulk season or something like that. Or maybe now, because you were sick or you're injured, you gained extra weight, and so now you're farther from your last goal, so then maybe your caloric deficit will change because of that. Or maybe you like where your weight is, but you want to be more toned, so you don't necessarily care if the scale moves. Then that would also change the amount of food and exercise and everything that you do within there. So reassessing and reevaluating where you stand today will help you figure out if what your original plan is still going to work for you. And the last one is ask for help or ask for a support buddy. You can make that your mom, your aunt, your boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, or me. I'm happy to help anyway in between. Like I said, I'm your #accountability coach, and I just want to make you guys the happiest, healthiest versions of yourselves, because when we have happier, healthier, stronger people, the world is just better. And that's my mission. So if you don't want to reach out to somebody that's in your inner circle, feel free to reach out to me. My Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat and TikTok, everything is That Girl Squats. And you can email me at thatgirlsquats@gmail.com. You can even go to thatgirlsquats.com as well. And before I let you go, I will go into the thick and thin mitts, and that is an acronym that I decided to coin, and it stands for, the M is for move and movement. So make sure that you are getting your body moving. So at least 5,000 steps a day, preferably if you can get 7,000 to 10,000 steps, awesome. If you could start doing that on a daily, that's going to start getting your BMR, or you're going to be burning calories and getting your metabolism ramped up again, because you're moving and grooving, and you can get your steps in anyway. Maybe that's dancing, maybe that's you playing the Wii, something like that. So just a thought, maybe it's walking your dog. I stands for intake/protein. So intake and protein kind of correlate to your caloric intake, meaning how many calories are you actually eating, and are you actually prioritizing protein within that. Good rule of thumb is to have 1 gram of protein per lean muscle. So say you wanted to be 155 pounds, eat 155 grams of protein. Easy as that. And then, or at least try to get around there. And then just making sure that you are in a caloric deficit. I will be doing a video going more into how to find your caloric deficit, but we're not going to get into that right now. Then we have H, which is H2O. So you want to make sure that you're getting in at least 100 ounces of water. That's going to help with inflammation. That's going to help with your skin, hair, digestion, gut health, and weight loss. And hydration. It's going to help with all the things. Literally, water helps with so many things. And making sure that you aren't dry like SpongeBob in Sandy's dome.
You okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
You know, you're the
You'll be good. Then there is T. T is for track. So again, that kind of goes in with your intake and caloric deficit, but tracking will help you. I know, again, we've talked about it in the past that maybe tracking isn't for everybody, but if you have a meal plan of some sort, you can maybe start tracking your habits, tracking if you're hitting in the right portion sizing, tracking in those small things, so you don't necessarily have to go gram by gram if you're just starting out, but it is something to just kind of start considering to think about. And then S is sleep. So that is sleep and recovery, making sure that you're getting in at least 6+ hours a night, or 6+ hours of sleep a night, so you are feeling refreshed and you are managing your cortisol levels, your stress levels, and also recovering properly, because if your body is in a constant state of stress, your body won't want to drop those pounds that you want to see dropped. And also, it's just not healthy for you. And there's like a couple of other things, like there's a scientific study of if you are sleep deprived, then your brain will start to, or like your body will start to ramp up your ghrelin hormone, which I always remember in my head is ghrelin is gurgling, and that like you think of your tummy being hungry, and so the ghrelin hormone will actually make you think that you're hungrier than you are, because it's trying to get some type of fuel, and if it's not getting it from sleep, then it's going to try to get it from food. So then the chances of you actually like snacking and eating more when you are tired is higher. So that's another reason why we do that. So M is for move, I is for intake, H is for H2O, T is for tracking, and S is for sleep. And those are your thick and thin mints. And I really like the name. Eli says it might be a little confusing, but I like the name because it's thick and thin. I'm here with you guys through thick and thin, whether that's physically or mentally. But also, not all of you guys are trying to lose weight. Some of you guys are trying to gain weight and trying to gain muscle and trying to get big in the gym. And some of you guys are also trying to maintain. So I don't ever want to perpetuate only trying to get you guys to be thin, you know. And also, Girl Scout season is around the corner, and I felt like it made sense, and I'm gonna pop in the little thick and thin mitt girl that I'm gonna start using every time we talk. But I will see you guys soon. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you soon. Do thick and thin. Guys, I just got back from Trader Joe's. I am going to be making Eli some food for lunch, but I also wanted to kind of run you guys through a grocery haul. It's a Trader Joe's haul because you know that's my favorite thing.